Hello and welcome to the July issue of The Mover magazine. Thought I'd let you know what's in it this time. There's, as you can see from the front cover, apart from anything else, we've got a nice shiny, bright, new front cover which I hope you like. We've been playing with the design of the cover and the stock for the last few months, and we've now settled on this format. Hope you like it. The cover picture is from the Euro conference that was held in Malta earlier in the year. If you didn't go to it and you'd like to know what happened, then there's a full report in there. If you did go to it and you'd like to know whether you've got your picture in the magazine or not, then that's the place to go to have a look. Lots of other things in the magazine too. This time there's all the usual news stories and what have you. Big stories in there this time. There is a big story about AGS, who have just opened their offices in all 54 countries in Africa. I believe that's the first company ever to do that, so that's a good story. There's another conference report from Euromovers, who held their conference this year in Helsinki. I went along to that one and I helped them do some of the facilitation there. It's a super organisation, Euromovers, and not particularly well known, but if you'd like to know more about it, then do get in touch. It's quite a small organisation, very friendly, nice people, very professional, and it's an enjoyable conference. So they held it in Helsinki, and we even went there at a time when the weather was good, so that's got to be a first. But there we are. Take a look at that story. And what else have we got in here? This is, you will be aware that I often do stories about people who have retired from the industry after a long time working in it. And this month I've been lucky enough to get an interview with Michael Scott. Now, those of you who know Michael Scott, he was director of 3D for many years. He's one of the founders of Eurovan. He was obviously with his own company, Pitt and Scott, for many years, the next president of BAR. He's got a lot to say, and he's not too shy in saying it. And any of you who know Michael and know him well will know that he's got a good story to tell. If you don't know him, then I suggest you read the story anyway, because there's a lot of good information in there. And so thank you to Michael for inviting me around to his house to have a chat and to take some photographs as well. Lots of other stories in here that I'm sure you'll enjoy. There's one right at the back, which always sad when you have to do these things. It's an obituary. It's both sad, but it's also a privilege to be able to do it. Derek Payne died recently. Now, Derek had been involved in the industry for most of his working life. He was with Robinsons. Again, he was an ex-president of BAR, and he was one of those people who sort of does a lot of work in the background that you don't necessarily see. He's not necessarily very sort of front-facing, but an awful lot of what happened in the industry happened as a result of Derek's efforts. And so I did go along to the funeral, as did, I'm pleased to say, a lot of other people, including people from BAR, which was nice. And I've written a story about him that involved me interviewing quite a few people who have known him well. So I've done the best job that I could to give you a flavour of what Derek was like and of the work that he did in the industry. Anyway, hope you enjoy reading the magazine, and I'll see you next time.